Welcome back to the channel. It is the cool Mark style here. Ready for another part of the martial artist quest. We're quote this time. If you've played that game. You know what it is. Martial artisting, and this time we're doing the second trial because we did the first one the first time. More of the same though. This time we have to defeat Katsu, Tabbies, with a little bit of the strength, the psych up power. So essentially we run over to Windmill Way. They give us a little hint in this book, and then we go off to do our thing. And that's all you really need to know about this Chosen One quest. Today I'm going to be talking about some Chosen One shit, some Chosen One rambles, and I am going to talk about digestible emotions. Don't we love that? A bit of a buzzword, a bit of a thing that I don't really understand. The more I say it, the less it makes sense. But let's try and make sense of this. You and me together here. We got a couple minutes, so I hope you enjoy your time, and I hope you focus up a little bit today, because it is a big month, this whole December of 2025. I feel like big things are happening. You know, I don't really have too many specifics on that, but I feel like just big things are happening behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, around the scenes. It's just been a big year all around. But nevertheless, let's get started here. So essentially, your emotions, unkept or untamed, relate a lot to things like the algorithm, or your hair, or whatever. Sure, it's still functional if you just leave it how it is and you don't really try to dictate it by liking videos, disliking videos, blocking channels. Sure, it's gonna be fine, right? It's not going to kill you. But if you do not digest this, if you do not work it, if you do not make your emotions your bitch instead of letting them control you, if you don't make your hair your bitch instead of letting it control you, it's just going to be a lot less efficient of a life for you. You're gonna come up to problems, and it's gonna be like, why do I have this problem? I don't understand. Why so many people are treating me this way, or why so many things are very hard, or whatever. You're not gonna really understand the full scope of what is happening. And that's because of something called emotional regulation. Now, a lot of guys have like the light version of this, which is basically just, skipping the feeling part and going straight to the cope. So that's sort of the light version. But the heavy version of this is when you feel your emotions and then you tactically decide which side to show to people. Which part of your nature is most safe or comfortable, or which side of your emotion is best used to get the result that you would like. Essentially. Now, the problem with the world, I feel like, is that a lot of people don't teach you the intricacies of this ability, yet everybody expects all guys to have it. When it's like, you didn't tell us really how to fucking use it in the first place, so how do you expect us to have it? We're just supposed to lock all this shit down with a cage and chastity belt our shit? No, that is not how it works, my friend. You still have to feel. Those emotions still have to go somewhere, but I am not knocking anyone who decides to just decide to show what they need to show. Because that's how you make it through life. That is how society treats us to be in social situations, and that is how you best move through social situations, once again, to get what you want. And yeah, I did this for a long time, but what I wanted wasn't really clear to anyone, even me, personally. It's still really not, and that's why I'm making this channel. Because I'm hoping to understand a little bit more of myself and what motivates me, and I really do think it is these awesome moments. I like it when I'm talking and when I'm working through an idea and I just write something and I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. That's a video title. That's ooh. That's a mental orgasm. That's a morgasm. And I just get one morgasm, and then I need more gasms. And of course that's one part of it. But I really do think if we get even deeper than that, it really is the moment-to-moment situations, whether it be with people or by myself, that I just get those actualizations. I really like just being present, if you will. And because of this, because like I said, I really didn't have too many of requests from people. I was usually the person being asked, "Yo, where's the party at? Yo, what's happening tonight?" Or "Yo, let's go do this." Blah, blah, blah. I can count on one hand though the amount of times I invited people out to places. And because of that, usually when I did, it didn't work out well. Didn't work out well. But as resentful as I could be for that time, I'm very thankful that it gave me all of the skills, all of the abilities to be able to actually emotionally digest myself in the way that a lot of people just can't, because they haven't had the opportunity to jump into so many different perspectives. You realize if you really allow yourself truly to be pulled in all these different directions, and you take things from all the directions you're being pulled from, that's basically like playing this game and getting all the classes, unlocking them all, understanding how they all play, and still deciding, I don't know, maybe I'll just be warrior. Maybe I'll just be a martial artist. And that is what I have truly decided for myself. I just really need to understand which class I enjoy the moments of the most. And honestly, guys, now that I really get down to brass tacks with you here, I enjoy all classes on an equivalent amount. I just like playing the game. And this pisses someone like me off because I fucking hate hypocrites who just adapt and morph to any situation and swarm their way around and say whatever they want to get what they need. You know, I've worked with a lot of these guys. I've had jobs where it really benefits you to be somebody like this, and it just irks me. And it irks me because I am that kind of guy. You know, I will completely and wholeheartedly do it and hide it and mask it behind the fact that, oh, I really don't want anything. But, you know, I'm a hot-blooded male. You know, of course there are things I want that I honestly have to get rid of, you know, evaporate the need for, but I really at the same time just don't want to. You know, that's a human part of me. That's a good flaw. I feel like, you know, it's fun to have. You know, I dread the moment when I wake up in the morning and I don't got that stiffy. I'm like, God dang, man, maybe I really am getting old. But it's happening. It's happening. And it's never forced me into a situation where I feel like I needed to chase. Because once again, if you have this power of emotional regulation and you're just kind of there, girls will chase you, and they always have. And I thought this was kind of a good thing. Like, this is fantastic. This is just how I'll live my life, and I won't have to, you know, work for a girlfriend ever. But no, man, that just makes the world a lot scarier. You do not want women to chase you. You don't. And girls, you don't want guys to chase you. I don't know why we're like corroborating and convincing people that chasing is a good thing. It is not a good thing. At least in my eyes, it's really not. It's really like, you know, like a car chase, like any kind of chase. Whenever we hear of chasing in video games, it's never good. It's never good. So why is it good in real life? The answer is it's not. For either side, there should be no chasing. For either side, you just gotta have to prepare yourself. You have to prep your emotions, make them digestible, so that motherfuckers can eat them and not puke out their fucking guts when they're done. Yeah, that's all I really need to do. And it'll come to you. You realize the people that want to be around us are just trying to siphon off our energy quietly, while we have to. It is our duty to get rid of all the toxic bullshit people around us that are really not helping us, so we can give all of our energy to the people who actually want to be here. And I don't know how else to find them but to put it on this YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't even know if this is really finding them. You know, we could just have 100 ops. I could. I don't want to believe it. I choose not to believe it. But I have to, like, apply the logic that it is entirely possible. You know? It's just what comes with a silent fan base. And I feel like this is how people view me. And a lot of introverts. It's like, of course they're introverted and they're just not talking. And it's just like, it's not like they hate me or anything. But that possibility that they do is there because they're not fucking talking. And what's so annoying about this, the whole anxiety, I feel like that's the main emotion that everybody's trying to destroy or eradicate. But anxiety is just a tool. It's a tool that tells you that you need to stop, that you need to pause, that you need to listen to me, listen to your anxiety, and don't do shit to interact with that. Just listen to it. That's how you really digest it. Like you guys realize right after a meal, digesting the food involves you sitting your ass down, you know, maybe a little TV in front of you, you know, and just chilling. You know, I hardly ever see somebody like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go digest my food, do a 4K run. I'm like, huh? And that's what you're doing when you're texting the person 8 million times, you're leaving 20,000 comments, or you're in Twitch chat and you're typing 8 million messages and sending donations every 5 seconds. It's like, bro, if they like you, they like you. And that's not gonna change. Unless you keep asking if they like you, then it might change. And if they don't like you, then you're just making it worse. So just don't do anything. And this pisses a lot of people off because me, like a lot of you, I am a bit of a lover boy. I've mentioned this multiple times, but the reason why I hate Drake so much is because I feel like the way that I love is very similar to him. I'm very much of a pussy. I'm very much of a shy guy, but I got swagger. I got the light. I got ooh, yeah. You know. So a lot of people just want to get in there. I want to jump in there, and I'm very open to that nature, of course. At least I have been for a good portion of my life. I'm deciding now that, yeah, it's time to lock in. I actually have something that I want to put work towards. So now that I do, I'm just letting myself, I'm giving myself the permission to say that it's not a bad thing to just not give an excuse and be like, I don't want to fucking hang out with you. To just not give an excuse and be like, sorry, I can't help you with this project. To not give an excuse and be like, I'm going to stay at home. And I'm not gonna, get drilled and involved in whatever bullshit you have just because I may have the energy, I may have the love to give, but now I have an outlet. And I never really thought that it was my duty to fully create it for myself. I thought that the way the entertainment industry worked was through collabs, mostly because I find collabs more fun. But in reality, everybody is not always in your corner, especially when you don't have legs to stand on. So my friends, when we are wrestling, make sure you digest your food before you get into the ring, okay? And oftentimes, man, getting in that ring really ain't worth it in the first place if you're gonna get a goddamn cramp. Yeah. Emotional digestion!
Isolation. Also, whatever you do. Isolation. It's a light show. It's a light show. It's a light show whenever I